Peace and welcome, family. Your girl Desiree D. Ray Wise back for another one. And today we are going to be building on this harvest super moon that is in Aries. And I want to give you all the understanding of how this energy right now is going to give you so much momentum, so much exhilaration and speed and quantum energy in order to tap into your deepest desires, right? This full moon and the work that I'm going to be giving you today is literally lighting your pathway to your dreams fulfilled, right? And we all have dreams, we all have goals, whether that is better health, family, uh, healthy relationships, abundance, purpose, power, right? We all have these dreams, these goals, these visions on what we desire to experience. And the energy that is on the planet right now is really supporting us and bringing that into fruition. And I want to tell y'all exactly how to do that. All right. I just realized that Spirit has just been giving me so many downloads. And you know what? I've been realizing, y'all, that my approach to spirituality, my approach to spiritual teaching, I guess, coaching and live stream, I just realized that my approach is so different. I feel like I'm finding my stride in what I'm meant to deliver to y'all. So I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the support. So y'all, we have the last super moon of the year. And what a super moon is, just in short, it just means when two full moons happen in the same month, when two full moons happen in the same month. And these moons are always so magnificent because they appear to be closer to the earth. You ever go outside and the moon is so damn low that it almost scares you? That has happened to me multiple times, and it's always so magnificent. And so this is such a beautiful energy that we get to tap into. And wow, I just want to let y'all know just how blessed and how gifted we are to be able to have this experience and to be alive at this time. Wow, we got the supermoon in Aries. If y'all know anything about Aries energy, it's very fiery, governed by the planet Mars, and it is all about rebirth, transformation, and action. And at the end of the day, these three things are super important when it comes down to fulfilling your dreams and your desires. Because, one, in order to create the life that you desire, you have to be reborn to that reality, meaning you can't be the same you, which is why transformation is so important, right? You have to transform, you have to transcend, you have to evolve in order to align with those dreams and those desires, right? The only reason why your manifestation or your desire hasn't fully come into fruition in your life is because there's still some aspects of you that have to be changed and transformed. And so, with this Aries full moon and it being a super moon, we are being given some gifts of transformation. And then the last thing of why this is so important is action. You know, Aries be about that action. Okay, they be about that action. They're very fiery and very deep people, right? And so you already know that there is inspired action, spiritually guided action that you must take in order for your dreams and goals to manifest. And so this super moon is helping us to do that. And I'm going to be sharing with y'all the downloads that I received. So let's get into it. Put a one in the chat though if y'all be enjoying having these visuals with the live stream. I want to know how y'all like it because I like it and it's going to help me to stay focused and not go down too many rabbit holes. So if y'all like having visuals with the live stream, which I really get from Dream Wise, put a one in the chat, okay? That way you can take mental pictures and it's not just of D-Ray. You can actually see what I'm talking about. All right? Yes. All right, lovely. Glad y'all like it. So, like the harvest moon, faith waxes and wanes, yet it remains a steady light, grounding us, promising better days to come. Y'all, I'm telling you, let me let y'all see that. Your girl put in some work, okay? Your girl put in some work. Do y'all see this beautifulness here? Like the presentations that I'm been giving y'all, beautiful, okay? Your girl put in some work. But I have been given this download, family, that this entire fall season is going to require us to have very deep faith. No matter what it is you are pursuing, your faith is the thing that will allow for you to tap into this harvest moon energy, because your faith is your steady light, it's your grounding, and it's your promise for a better day. And so with having to be reborn, with having to transform, and with having to take action, all of that stuff is kind of scary to your ego. Your ego is like, no, 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 I want to stay the same, right? I don't want to be born again, right? I don't want to have to change. I don't want to have to do that uncomfortable thing. Your ego is comfortable where you are. But deep in your heart, deep in your being, you know that there's action that you have to take. There's transformation that has to take place. There's a rebirth that has to happen. And that's uncomfortable. But the thing that will support you in venturing on that journey is your faith. And so some things in our lives, you may have strong faith around, right? You may be strong. You may be like, yes, I can do that. Then there are other things in your life where you may have a weaker level of faith because maybe it's so uncomfortable, right? Just a great example of this, y'all, which I had to increase my faith a lot when I was deciding to pursue this entrepreneurship and spiritual coaching full time and teaching classes full time. I had faith, a great faith, that I'm a great speaker and that I understand women and I can give them what they need. But my faith was weak surrounding the idea of, do I have the discipline, the tenacity, the focus to keep showing up in the way that I need to show up in order to be a successful entrepreneur? Because it's not like working a 9 to 5. Hell, you work in what did I say? 24/7 as an entrepreneur, right? My faith in that area was a little bit shaky, but my faith in who I was strong. And so whenever we're trying to go after certain things in our lives, you have to understand that there are going to be some things in your life where you strong, where you like, I got this, I can manifest this, I can do this. There are other areas of your life where you like, I don't know, where you're apprehensive about your strength. And so it's similar to moon cycles, how the moon wanes and waxes, how at some point in time leading up to that full moon, that energy, that momentum is strong. And then there are other times when the moon is going to that new moon phase where it gets to be darker and less moon and less energy. Well, the same things happens within us based off of what we are desiring to pursue in our life. So we are going to get into right now the things that you need to understand about faith. Now, let me tell you why this is so important. Because a lot of times when you come into the spiritual community, it's like you have to know. Right? Let me know in the chat if y'all have heard that before, where, it ain't how a lot of spiritual teachers preach or teach this rhetoric of, it ain't about faith. Faith means you don't believe or whatever. Or you got to know that what is happening. How many of y'all have heard those things, right? You got to know this is for you. You got to know. Listen, before you get to knowing, the first thing is faith and belief. Right? So a lot of times in the spiritual community, we want to jump to the knowing of our affirmation. But the issue is that you don't even have a deep enough conviction and belief and faith in the thing to get to knowing. Right? That's why I love Dream Wise says, belief no. Because you actually do need both of them. Now, don't hit me with the believe. If you break down believe, then you see the word lie and all of that stuff like that. Well, the reality is that we have to lie to ourselves to get to where we desire to go. Let me say that to you in a better way, because some of y'all will be like, well, lie to yourself. Before I became an entrepreneur, while I was still working as a teacher, and I enjoyed my teacher job. But I had to lie to myself and say, I am an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. So, what I was doing in those moments, I was building up this belief. I was building up my faith in myself. I didn't know for sure that I could do it, because when I look at what people do in entrepreneurship and I analyze things, I still don't necessarily feel connected to the mainstream media approach to what entrepreneurship is. But I literally had to make myself believe by lying to myself or by telling myself this story. I had to do it over and over and over and over again until I built up enough faith that I could do it. And then, even as it was manifesting, I still didn't know if I could do it. I mean, it's been 2 years now. Oh my God, it's been completely 2 years of full-time entrepreneurship, which is amazing. But hell, a few months ago, I was still questioning, like, oh my God, I don't know. So for a lot of times in spirituality, we want to get projected into the knowing, and we bypass the first thing, that you have to have faith in and believe that this thing is actually possible for you. So that comes first. Let's keep going. So I already told y'all, this moon phase is all about rebirth, transformation, and action. It's all about going after what it is that you desire, right? It's all about not letting fear stand in the way of your pursuit. Okay. Now, let's get into how we do some faith work. If y'all want to know about some faith work, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all understand already, or have a little bit of a glimpse of why this is important, let me know in the chat as well. Because I'm telling y'all, literally, faith is the gateway to unlocking the energies of this harvest moon. And really, faith is required in everything, if I'm being all the way real. And we're going to get into it. And the reason why I want to stress this, because y'all, this is the energy for the entire fall season. And so as we go through these next couple of months, I'm going to be really creating content around encouraging, uplifting, and inspiring y'all to dig deep and to know that the work that you are doing, the meditations, the changes that you're making, the sacrifices that you're making, I really want y'all to know that it is giving you a result. And that's where faith comes into place, right? I want you to know that things are paying off and that everything is working out in your favor. The smallest little changes that you make are evolving you and growing you in a very divine and sacred way. And so this whole fall season, that's what this energy is about. If y'all have something that you are desiring and it's already in the top of your mind, let me know in the chat, right? Say, yes, I got something. Yes, I'm manifesting more abundance. Yes, I'm manifesting a healthy relationship. Yes, I'm manifesting stability. Yes, I'm manifesting healing. Y'all let me know. Put, yes, I'm manifesting whatever it is. Because first of all, I need y'all to know that there's something for you to have. There's something for you to have. There's something for you to be. And let me tell y'all this. Can I tell y'all this? You can't be afraid to talk your shit about it. You cannot be afraid to speak out of your mouth what that thing is. You can't be afraid to speak out what that thing is. Now, I'm not saying go and tell your jealous auntie, or your jealous friend or your insecure friend. Y'all know how we all got that one person where you tell them something excited about you, or, oh my God, y'all have that person, right? Where you got something exciting going on and you like hesitate to even tell them. You hesitate to even tell them because right when you tell them something, there's this weird energy gonna come up, right? Like the energy just kinds of drops. You ever been on the phone with somebody and be like, oh my God, yes, this amazing thing is happening. And you just feel like this heaviness come over you when you're supposed to be in celebration. So I'm not talking about tell those people, because those people, honey, that energy is so heavy. That energy is so heavy and it is draining. Okay. So don't tell those people. But people who see the vision, people who get you, people who are not in their egos and not in that perpetual state of trauma, baby, share your wins. Matter of fact, ladies, save the date. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here right now. Save the date, ladies. I want y'all to write this down. Matter of fact, you need to have a paper and pen for today's live stream. You need to have a paper and pen for today's live stream, anyways. Okay. I don't know how people it must be a spiritual sign or something happening, y'all, because I keep on getting people trying to join the Womb Alchemy Bootcamp session 7, which just ended about 2 weeks ago. And random people, I don't know how they're getting this link, and it's all women. I'm like, how are y'all getting this link? This link is private. It's the link to join the group chat for Womb Alchemy. And I've had like 4 women request to join. So spirit must be like, girl, you got to run that class again before the end of the year. So that's spiritual. Somebody literally just look at Kara on the phone. You see that? Womb Alchemy, Joe something something requested to join. Like, how you requesting to join? 7 is over with. We about to move on to round 8 of Womb Alchemy, which is a blessing. Anyways, hopefully y'all got y'all pins, especially for the ladies. Ladies, save the date, October 7th. October 7th. That's about a week and a half away. It's not this upcoming Saturday. It's the next Saturday. October 7th, for all the ladies, I'm going to be holding a sacred space for us. And we are going to do just a self-love ritual. I'm calling it a mother's blessing. Most of y'all probably have or have not heard about a mother's blessing or a blessing way, but it's when women just come together and nourish each other, love each other, and perform spiritual rituals to uplift each other. And October 7th is actually my birthday. And so for my birthday, I want all the ladies to come together for free. And I'm going to guide us through some sound healing, a guided meditation, and then we're going to do a ritual, a group mass ritual for the ladies. So y'all save the date, October 7th. If you are a part of my email list, you're going to receive an email about it in the near future, and I'll keep letting you know when it is coming. But yeah, we're going to do that, ladies. We're going to do a ritual for ourselves. Moving on. Okay, that's enough. I don't know how I got there, but y'all needed to know that. So save the date, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a what. Just keep it in mind. All right? So here's what we have to understand about faith. Here's what we have to understand about faith. Faith is your North Star. Faith is your North Star, meaning your faith is your guiding light, right? It is your direction. Without faith, you are blind. Without faith, you are blind. Meaning, when you don't have a goal, a desire, a grounding in your heart as to what you are seeking to create and manifest in your life, or the thought, the emotion, if you don't have something going on inside of you, inside of your spiritual realm, inside of your spiritual world, you're blind out here in this world. In this reality, okay, when we're talking about, y'all, if a person does not have faith, and what I'm talking about is a deep spiritual connection to themselves, and they are in the work and they're constantly growing and they are working on becoming a better version of themselves. They got goals, they got dreams, they got visions. If a person doesn't have that in today's world, oh my God, this is where you get Sexy Reds and Sukianas and all of these other characters. Because literally, they're blind. Yes, they can see with their 2 physical eyes, but their spiritual eye is turned off. They don't know where they are going or why. Really, like at the depths of their core. Because even if we take Sexy Red, for example, if she knew where she was going and what she was doing, really, she wouldn't be making the content that she makes. Because her spirit will tell her, her higher divine self would tell her that there's something off about this. I just saw a picture. Dreamwise just showed it to me because, he shows me mess sometimes. He just showed me a picture of Sexy Red. She posted it on her Instagram. And like, it's a feat, which I'm like, okay, why are we doing this? You're doing the most. If anything, that should go on your story, but you're making a post about it. Okay, so this is important to you, clearly. So she posted pictures of her feet and then somebody else's foot. And on that other foot is a damn, what are them things called? A home detector, a probation detector. See, I'm so disconnected from the judicial system. I don't even know what it's called. The thing that goes on the ankle bracelet, ankle watch. Y'all let me know in the chat what it's called. She posts a picture of her feet and somebody else's feet. I'm assuming it's a man with the ankle thing on, right? Clearly he's on probation, okay? He's on probation and he has restrictions, right? And it says, her caption is, I only like drillers, dreadhead killers. That was the caption to this post of her feet and another guy's foot and an ankle monitor. This is somebody who really does not have faith, who really doesn't have this internal guiding light that gives them direction. Not just about that physical reality, but about the spiritual reality. In the Bible, the three wise men did not know consciously where Jesus was going to be born at. How they found Jesus, the three wise men, Bible story, okay? The three wise men only were able to find where Jesus was being born in Bethlehem because they followed the North Star. Okay? So faith, when you have that deep-centered, rooted relationship and you truly believe that there's greater for you in your life, oh, come on. When you know that better days are coming in your life, when you know that the best is yet to come, when you know that there is infinite possibilities for you, that's faith. That's your North Star. And so you keep walking and walking and walking and living out the path until you make it to that experience, to that Savior, to that salvation, right? Until you make it into that physical representation of your divinity in this physical form. Okay? So having faith is deeper than just saying, oh, I believe it's going to happen. Okay. I got faith. Okay. I'm not talking about that old religious Baptist church faith. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about all of the people who do faith without work, because if you have faith without work, you really don't have faith. You're lying. You're deceiving yourself. Because if you got faith, that means you have a guiding light. You have a North Star. That means you know where you're going. That means you have direction. You have guidance. And when you have direction and guidance, you got to walk the path. You got to take action. Okay? This is what we're talking about. Faith is your North Star. It gives you direction. Janae Aiko said this. She said this on a song. Y'all got to listen to this song. It's called, it's a song that's with, what's this guy name? What is his name? This guy is a really good artist. Makai? Something. Okay, something. But she says, run out of faith, now you are blind. It's such a shame, what a terrible waste. Beautiful mind. That was a moment in time when I love you. Now I'm fine. If you say it, it's over. I hope y'all know that song that I'm singing. The point is, she says, Molly music. See, Emma, you all down my street. Emma, you are all down my street because, and Shaquila, I see you popping up with the answer. Thank you, ladies, for y'all support because, honey, I could not think about Molly music, and that's him, beautiful artist. But she says, run out of faith. Now you are blind. It's such a shame. What a terrible waste. Beautiful mind. Some of y'all got so much creativity, so much power, so much divinity, so much gifted and talentedness, but you don't have faith in yourself, faith in the divine, and belief that you can do it. And so you go through life kind of aimlessly. If you've ever been aimless in your life, it's because you haven't been grounded and connected to a certain level of faith or a desire, a goal that we need to that you are being called to manifest and activate. Run out of faith, now you're blind. Okay, so we're not doing that. Check. We're not doing that. All right. We are getting grounded in, we're going to talk about grounding, what I mean by that. And y'all, make sure you stick around because I will be giving y'all a harvest full moon ritual. I will be giving y'all a harvest full moon ritual that you need to start today. Okay, that you need to start today. You start that ritual today. You keep doing the work, and yeah, we're going to see what's going on. All right, number 2, faith fuels your fruition. That's a tongue twister. Faith fuels for fruition. Faith is the fuel for manifestation. Faith is the fuel for manifestation. Going back to Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I was breaking this down to y'all the other day because I really want you to understand that your faith is what creates the manifestation, right? Your deep-rooted belief and conviction about that thing that you desire is what's actually putting together the physical properties to make this thing a reality. It's like if a person is sick. I have a homegirl. She told me this for the first time a few weeks ago. Her father had colon cancer. And she said they didn't tell nobody in their family. They literally kept that information with themselves. I guess that's why she just told me years later. This happened in like 2019. And she said the reason why they did that is because her father had told them he's going to beat this. It's no need to share it with nobody. It's no need to have a conversation with anybody out in the family. I'm literally just telling y'all, wife and kids, so that y'all can be in agreement with me. And she said every single time her dad went to the doctor, every single time they had a conversation, it was, yeah, no, this is done. I'm good. I'm healed. That's it. I'm good. Don't worry. So he's telling his kids, he's telling his wife, don't worry. Don't be afraid. Don't be like, we got this. This is done. This is easy. See, that faith, that's the thing that created the reality. Do we understand? That knowing that what is meant for you is the actual putting together of all of the different synchronicities and alignments that have to happen in order for that to become a reality. Okay? So now what we're seeing is your faith is your manifestation. Your faith is your manifestation, meaning the moment you start to believe, feel, and act in the way that says your desire is done, is the moment that it's actually done. But see, the science is that you have to consistently stay in that place. You can't allow yourself to be in the state of it being done and then being in the state of it being undone or not manifested, right? And that's a part of the problem. We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And what that is self-sabotage, essentially. Because like I said, your ego is comfortable in a certain state of being, even though you deep down inside know that this is not the end, right? This is just the start. This is just the beginning of who and what you're meant to be and what you're supposed to manifest. So your faith and your ability to stay in that space is the manifestation. So just an added little icing on top of the cake. You've heard this before. I'm sure you have. But I bet the way that I'm going to say it to you now is going to create something else, right? This is why your gratitude in the present moment is so important. I hear so many times people saying, when this happens, I'll be happy. When this happens, I'll be joyful. When this happens, I'll be at peace. When this happens, life will be good. And what a person is not realizing when they are in that state is that they've already missed the mark. That thing that you're asking for it to happen is not happening. It's nowhere near happening. Because the reality is that you have to allow yourself to become that thing in the moment, have gratitude right now, have faith in it right now before it becomes physical. Dream and I were talking to a client who wants to accomplish some very big things, and we are so happy for her. And one of the things that she was saying is that, when I accomplish this, I'll just know that I'm worthy. I'll just know that I'm worthy and that I'm capable. And I had to tell her, gotta let you know, sis, that goal isn't going to happen until you cultivate the worthiness first. And so that's the thing about faith. Having this faith that fuels your fruition allows you to feel the emotion of it already being done. And that emotion is the communication with your higher divine self. That emotion is the frequency, is the vibration. It is what you are sending out to God, your higher self, the divine, or even, shall we say, the vortex. That's the energy that you're sending out into the quantum realm. Okay? And that energy starts to mesh and meld all of these different situations and scenarios that support you being, doing, having, experiencing whatever it is that you desire. So faith is the substance of what you hope for. Meaning, without it, that manifestation is not being built because it doesn't have any substance. It doesn't. See, your belief, your knowing, and your emotion is the substance, right? That's what it is. All right. So understand that. Let me get a check in the chat if we got that. Check in the chat. You got to understand. Your faith makes the manifestation. No faith, no manifestation. That's just it. No faith, no manifestation. Because your faith is dictating how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and how you're behaving. All right. And another thing about that, really quickly, that came to me earlier as I was thinking about this was, simply put, if you don't believe you can have it, you can't have it. If you don't know you can have it, you can't have it. If you don't know you can experience it, you won't experience it. If you don't know or believe that you can be it, you won't be it. Okay? Let's get into this next one. All right. Oh, so good. Y'all need to understand this. Faith is your anchor in chaos. How many of us be needing an anchor? Hold it like an anchor. Y'all heard that song before? Started messing up the words. I do it 'cause you're mine. All we have is something. Something, something, something. I do it 'cause you're mine. Oh my, that girl, that white girl, sis got soul, okay? Y'all go listen to that song, Anchor by Madison Ryan Ward. Because baby, your faith is your anchor. Your faith is your anchor. It's called Anchor by Madison Ryan Ward. So good. Listen, y'all. When life be lifing, if you don't got an anchor, baby, you will throw yourself over the bridge, okay? You will jump off the top of the building, okay? And I'm speaking figuratively, okay? I'm speaking figuratively. I'm talking from the mental, emotional space. When you don't have that grounding, that connection, and that thing that helps you to stay in sound mind and sound heart, what? Talk about negative thoughts, negative emotions, talk about addiction, so straight up madness when life started lifing. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all let me know if y'all know what I mean, because you got to know what I mean. My little yellow shirt fading in with my background. Jeez Louise. Do y'all know what I mean? Have you ever been there before where life starts lifing and you can't get a grip of yourself because it feels like nothing is anchoring you down? Where you feel like you is like all the way in the damn astral realms, right? You feel like you about to be taken out because life is just so chaotic. Have y'all ever felt that before? Yes, we all have. Baby, faith is your anchor. Faith will keep you grounded. Faith will keep you grounded, right? Marge, my heart is with you, sis, as you are going through this process. I know it's a transformational process. It's a transformational process when you're being stretched and pulled in all of these different spiritual ways. Like when spirit got you like, you're just like, when can I get a break? When what is going on here? You ever just be asking spirit like, honey, what is this? Honey, you better grab you some faith. Because you know what faith is giving you in those moments? It's giving you peace that the world cannot give you. It will bring you back into perfect peace. You know what that faith does as an anchor in those situations is it helps you to gain perspective, right? Faith, when you know better days are coming. I don't know why I'm in a singing mood. A whole nother song was about to come up right there. When you know better days are coming and you take a step back. Exactly, Marge, faith of a mustard seed. When you take a step back and you act through your faith, no matter how small or big it is at any given moment, when you take a step back, ask for perspective, you start to see the gift of your trials and tribulations. And so that energy, it gives you just this inspiration to just keep going. You may not necessarily know what to do to make your situation better, but at least you're deciding I'm going to be here. At least you're deciding I'm going to do this. You're deciding I will survive, okay? I will survive. You are deciding that this season will pass. You're deciding that this season will change. See, faith gives you the opportunity to do that. And it's so sacred. Okay? Faith is your anchor. And so those are the three things that you all need to tap into right now with this full moon energy. I'm going to give y'all some ways to strengthen your faith. And then I'm also going to give y'all a ritual in just a minute. But you have to understand that one, your faith is your guiding light. It's your direction. It's your North Star. And while on the topic of North Stars, I want all of y'all to research your North Node. If you know what your North Node is, this is your guide to growth, self-improvement, because your North Star essentially is where your higher self is residing at this space and time, right? Your higher self is residing essentially in that house, in that zodiac, and with those placements, right? And so when you understand that, this also gives you faith that if you keep walking towards that North Star, the desires of your heart will come to pass. Okay? So, faith is your North Star, it's your North Node, it's your understanding that if you stay connected to that vision, you'll always know what to do, when to do it, and you know it's going to manifest in your life. Faith is also the fuel for your manifestation. So you have to believe, you have to know, you have to feel, you have to sense, and you have to discipline yourself to consistently show up in a space that says what you desire is manifested. Because your actions, your thoughts, your emotions, that's what your faith is made of. And then that faith, all of that energy coming together is what shape shifts your spiritual reality and your physical reality, allowing this thing to actually become something that you get to experience. Understand, when you start thinking differently, feeling differently, and showing up differently, that is your sign and symbol that the manifestation is already done. That the seed, the mustard seed of faith that you sowed into yourself has sprouted out its fruit, okay? Has sprouted out its vegetables and herbs and whatever else that seed holds within it. You have to understand that your faith is the building blocks of your manifestation. Your faith is the substance, it's the thing that makes up that manifestation. So start having gratitude now for new thoughts, for new actions, and for new emotions. And then the last thing that you all need to understand is that your faith is your anchor. It keeps you grounded when you start to face challenges. And let me tell y'all, no matter how far you get along on your spiritual journey, there will always be challenges. Buddha was tempted as he sat underneath the tree. Jesus, of course, nailed to the cross. And I'm sure I can find what happened to Krishna Lakshmi. Kuan Yin had burst into 1,000 pieces. She burst into 1,000 pieces because she was in despair, because all of the work that she was doing in the human realm and in the God realms was not working. People were still not showing compassion, not love, and they were still living in poverty. Kuan Yin had to go through challenges. But what we learn from all of their stories is that they stay grounded and connected in their faith and knowing that everything has a greater, bigger, deeper purpose that is actually serving you. So faith allows you to stay anchored in that. All right, let's get into really quickly how you strengthen your faith. 3 things that you have to do. You got to focus. You have to focus. One of the greatest representations of how faith-filled you are, and see, I'm not saying faithful, right? Be faithful in your relationships, right? What I'm talking about is being faith-filled, which I guess could be the same thing. Because at the end of the day, we're still talking about commitment to the vision. So you got to stay focused, y'all. Y'all know something that I be working on my focus so bad, y'all, because let me tell you what just happened the other day. My dad calls and he's like, "Hey, baby, you know, it's been a long time since I took you out to lunch. I want me, you, and Kimmy to go out to lunch." I'm like, "Okay, daddy, yeah, cool." So he told me that maybe a week ago. I'm sitting on my computer, y'all, doing some work. Let me tell you how distraction works and how it be happening so damn quick. I'm on my computer doing some work, and my dad calls. I think I'm like creating an email or something. And my dad calls and he's like, "Hey, baby, yeah, I want you to look up some places for us to go and eat at, you know, blah, 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 blah." Y'all, I completely stopped focusing on the work that I was doing, found myself on like Google Maps and Instagram researching brunch restaurants. Distracted that quickly. My father had good intentions, and I even had good intentions, but my faith is centered around what I'm building right now, what I'm creating right now. Going out to eat with you, daddy, is nice, it's fun, but it ain't that important shit. We could go anywhere and it'll be fine. So in order to strengthen your faith, you have to have focus, because when you are focused, y'all, you start to see the fruits of that. I was so freaking grateful that I recognized that, because y'all, we read in the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself in Patreon. and we're just talking about how we get caught up in these moments where we go unconscious. We cannot afford to go unconscious. When you go unconscious, you're reverting back into that old state of being that is not in alignment with the manifestation. So when I started researching food, I went unconscious. I didn't deliberately choose to say, let me research this food in the midst of me trying to compose an email, because that would be ridiculous and that would be going against what I actually desire. I unconsciously slipped into that state of being. And luckily, I've been developing a deep level of faith for what I desire. So Spirit kind of like slapped me. Spirit said, what you doing, girl? You making an email right now. Why are you getting distracted with trying to find food? And y'all still got about 2 or 3 days before y'all even about to go to a restaurant. Like, you tripping. Okay? So you need to focus. You cannot allow yourself to get distracted. Don't let friends distract you. Don't let the TV distract you. Anything that is taking you away from that desire, from that goal, from that focus, shift. You got to shift. Okay. Visualization. This is so important, y'all. You have to spend time seeing that desire, because the more you see it, the more you feel it. The more you feel it, the realer it becomes. All right. Got to do that. And then, like I just said earlier, y'all need to discover what your north node is. All right. If you know what your north node is, you want to start working on yourself and embodying that energy, embodying whatever that north node energy is. And you're going to start to see manifestation start to happen in your life, which is going to strengthen your faith, which is going to strengthen your belief and your knowing that everything is working out for you. But what it really is you are doing the work to become your better, more divine aligned self. That's what's really happening. And because you're doing that work, the result is manifestation, right? The result is transformation and healing and you having the things that you desire. All right. Let's get into this ritual. All right. Really easy ritual for y'all that I want y'all to do this. I'm telling you, you can ask DreamWise. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and all of this stuff was given to me. So as I'm giving it to y'all, understand this is just straight up real talk. Okay. Here's the ritual. Get your pen and paper so you can write this down and so that you can do it. All right. And I will make the screen bigger after I talk to y'all about it. All right. First thing you want to do, you need to do this today. Okay. You know, full moon energy or moon energy or any type of astrological alignment energy, it really radiates and has influences on us. I would even say for anywhere between 6 to 10 days. Okay. From when that alignment is happening. So we're already in the energy right now. Here's what I want y'all to do. I want you to journal these 3 questions. Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? And what do I desire to have? Really easy. Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? And what do I desire to have? Really easy. Answer those 3 questions. And listen, please do not be an overthinker spiritualist, okay? Oh my God, I got so much I want to do. Oh my God. Stop. Okay? Just stop. Matter of fact, if you can give, I would say 1 to 2 responses to these questions, let's keep it there. Let's not write a whole paragraph to each question. Because if I'm just being all the way real with y'all, you write all of that stuff down, you write all of those desires down, and you can't hold yourself disciplined to any one thing because you done gave yourself so much. And a lot of y'all do that because you're unconsciously self-sabotaging. You already know that if you are overwhelmed, you ain't doing shit. So don't get these papers and these journal prompts and start writing 10 answers to one question. I am this, I am this, I am this. Yes, you have desires to be all of that. But what is the priority right now? What's the priority right now? What's the focus right now? Because you put all of these, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I make six figures. You start doing all of that, you don't give yourself one thing to work on. Check. You're going to journal those three questions. Number 2, for the next 3 nights and the next 3 mornings, for the next 3 mornings and the next 3 nights, I would say that this should be a lifestyle for you. This should be a lifestyle of you actually visualizing what you desire and what you want to experience, right? For me, my focus right now is really on this birth of baby Kai. And so a lot of my morning and evening and even in the middle of the day visualizations, I'm just seeing myself birthing this baby, pushing this baby out easily and effortlessly. But that's because that's where I'm putting my faith into right now. My fall faith is going into, I am about to have the most magical, magnificent birth possible. And Spirit is aligning me to do all of these different things to support that and happening. So I'm focused on that. I'm visualizing that. I'm taking action on that. Your girl is going for walks 3 days out of the week, stretching, sitting on that ball, doing the work. So for the next 3 days and the next 3 nights, which I really recommend you keep doing this until that desire happens, I want you to visualize your answers to those questions. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you desire to have? You're going to visualize those 3 things, right? You don't got to do all of them all in the same night or all in the same morning. Maybe you do one in the morning, maybe you do the other at night. You decide, okay? Do you have sovereignty over this? You decide when and how you do it, but do it. Next 3 mornings, next 3 nights, just simply visualizing who you want to be. Now, here's where it gets good. This Friday is the harvest supermoon. First of all, we already know harvest simply means abundance. It means manifestation. It means physical representation of the work that you've been doing, right? Harvest, autumn, fall, cornucopia, gathering all of your stuff. This Friday on the full moon, I want you to do something, take action on something that is in alignment with what you've written in that journal prompt, and that is in alignment with what you've been visualizing this Friday. So one of the ways that I'm doing that is that this Friday, I'm going to a women's retreat. And see, the demiurge or whoever was almost going to try to play me on this energy, y'all. I went to go buy the ticket for this women's retreat that's happening here in Houston on Friday night on the freaking full moon. I went to go buy the ticket the other day, days before. It was like yesterday, Monday. I tried to go and buy it. Monday or Sunday. I tried to go and buy the ticket. It's talking about sold out. I'm like, I know you not. Spirit told me a week ago that I needed to go to this thing. It was in alignment with my manifestations that are to come. Don't be trying to act like you sold out now. So I took a deep breath and I put my name on the wait list. Probably like 30 minutes later, I received an email talking about 2 more spots opened up. Buy your ticket now. So I don't know if she did that as a marketing campaign, or I don't know if that was really what was happening. But either way, when it popped back up, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and discipline myself to buy it, because I have to take action on the goals, the dreams, and desires. I have to take action on who I want to be, what I want to do, and what I desire to have. So for you all on this Friday, don't play yourself. Do something. Do something that is in alignment with your goal. It does not have to be massive, right? It does not have to be this drawn out thing. You're already in the ritual for the simple fact that you decided to write it down, visualize it, and then do something about it. You're already in the ritual. You're already in the flow. I'm going to make this bigger for y'all. Take a look at it real quick. Your girl did a good job. This PowerPoint, I'm liking the vibes. I think I'm going to keep doing this. Should I keep doing PowerPoints? Y'all let me know in the chat. Should I keep adding the words and the visuals? It's actually good for me because I'm like, okay, I see what I'm talking about instead of going down too many rabbit holes. Y'all let me know in the chat if you like it. Take a look at this. Put it in your head. Put it in your brain. Write it down and show up. And see, Iman talking about, I start midwifery training on Friday. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the energy. And see, for some of us, like you, Iman, you've been in the work, so it's already happening. It's already happening. And that's for me. I've been in this work for a while. Since a couple of that new moon in Cancer, I've been giving y'all the work. Like literally every new moon and every full moon, I've been going live and telling y'all what you need to do to align with the energy and to optimize the energy that is already happening on this planet. I've been telling y'all what to do. And not only have I been telling y'all or explaining to y'all or giving y'all the inspiration to do it, I've been doing it. And so naturally, this situation, this opportunity to go to this women's retreat in Houston, naturally that's going to show up on my path because I've been walking the path. I've been faithful towards the desires and the goals that I have. All right. So, my alarm just went off. That must mean it's time. The message has been delivered. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all like and share the video. Ladies, save the date. October 7th on my birthday. October 7th on my birthday. We are going to just do a group ritual for the ladies, okay? And you don't have to be a mother. You just have to be a woman on this spiritual path, a part of the community. We're going to do a group ritual live on Zoom. I got a whole thing kind of laid out for us, but I just want to inspire y'all, and I just want to give back to y'all because y'all have been definitely giving to me. Joining Womb Alchemy, getting your readings, being a part of the Sacred Sister Circle, sending your words of love and encouragement, donating to the birth, right? Like all of y'all have just been doing so much. And I think this group ritual for us to pour into each other and uplift each other at this time is so important. So y'all save the date, October 7th. Yes, that's your girl's birthday, but I'm going to be spending my birthday morning with y'all. What a freaking gift that is. I'm going to spend my birthday morning with y'all, the family. Such a gift. Okay. Y'all do this work. People who got readings, I am on the last couple of readings. Anointing oils went out. If y'all were on a reading now and you still want it to be about the fall energy, you would just have to book a regular reading. And then on the form, type in the comments, say you want a fall reading, and we can set that up. On October 7th, on my birthday, for the women's group ritual, it's going to be going down at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are a part of my email list, then on Friday, I'm going to start sending everything out because look, ladies, you will need materials, right? You're going to need a candle and some other stuff. I'll tell y'all in that email. All right. It's been a pleasure building with y'all. Stay faithful. Okay. Stay faith-filled. I just told you all the reasons why you need to. I just told you different things, different ways to embody that energy. Get this work in because y'all literally, you deserve for your dreams to be manifested and fulfilled. And faith is lighting the pathway towards it. All right. Use this moon energy, do the work, and watch what happens. Peace, y'all.